Okay, actually, my terrain went first. That's not good. Okay, I get a dodge here. Is this like some really weird slow Miraidon? Okay. Okay, I outspeed him and I just one-shot him. Okay, I made a good play. I was gonna say, I don't... Because under Trick Room, my terrain, I guess technically... He rage quits! He rage quits on me! We're starting this off with a rage quit, y'all. Oh, that's always a smile, brings a smile to my face. What is up, everybody? We are back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC Regulation J. The rule set was recently announced and we're hopping in head first, no pun intended, with the Regulation J rule set. And if you guys missed the first video, man, was that a doozy. We actually featured Arceus, so if you guys want to go check that one out, and a video around the god himself, go check that one out before we get into this. But got a team with Magearna here as well. This is actually probably the second best mythical that is going to be allowed with the Regulation G format when it goes live at the start of September this next month. And kind of want to feature this team for you guys. So it's actually a team by Mr. Kurtastic as well. So I think actually the last team was actually by him as well, but I'm not gonna. Before I would try to feature teams for different people, but I'm just gonna try to feature every single team that I find for you guys because I want to keep on making content for you guys and keep on trying to at least upload it every other day at the very least, especially toward the start of the announcement for Regulation J, and hopefully we have enough content for like an entire month until it launches in the live game. So we'll see how that goes. Plus, I'm actually excited to use some of these mysticals, at least as of right now. I'm sure it's going to get really boring going forward, especially after a month, even before it gets put into the game as the official format. I'll probably be bored just like Regulation G and Regulation I and all that shit. But at least as of right now, I'm kind of excited to use some of these teams to kind of team build again, because I haven't built a team in like almost 4 months. So I have another one of my teams also on the way that I've been working on. Just kind of a spoiler there as well. So if you guys want to use this team, rent on the corner, paste down below. I'm going to kind of run through it. Talk a little bit about Magearna, which is the main star of this team, and then we'll hop in some games. As for the mythical on this team, we actually have the Magearna. And if you guys don't know what Magearna is, it's probably I would at least probably say, you could probably argue it's maybe the best mythic, at least from the ones that we have to choose from with Regulation J, but I'd probably say it's second best, second to Arceus. I think Arceus is a little bit better just with the plates and being able to pick whatever type you really want, but pretty much what Magearna is, it's one of the best typings in the game, Steel Fairy. If you guys don't know what Soul Heart, the ability is, pretty much every time something dies on the field, you get a +1 special attack boost. So whether it's your opponent's team or your team, something dies on the field and faints, you automatically get a +1 boost. So you can kind of use that to your advantage and kind of build a team around that, or kind of play strategically to where if your opponent kills something on a specific turn and you get the boost, you'd probably get a KO that you probably wouldn't normally get if you didn't get the boost. So you can kind of play strategically in that type of way as well, kind of trying to plan and bait your opponent into killing certain stuff on your team in order for your Magearna to get a boost and then kill their team a lot easier. So that's what I've been seeing as well. Apart from that, it just has an overall pretty solid moveset as well. Got fairy coverage and you got a bunch of other stuff, and it also gets Trick Room, and also gets Fleur Cannon, which is a signature move. This one doesn't have it, but it's pretty much a base 140 power Draco Meteor that's a fairy type move instead. So pretty much a fairy type Draco Meteor that's a little bit stronger. Incredible fucking move, it's really broken. So on this team, you actually get the Life Orb version with the Terra Water. Probably the most common Terra you'll see with that. I also seen Terra Fire, and I've seen Terra Flying as well, because I've been playing the Regulation J format on Showdown. At least I'm recording this quite a lot recently at the start, so it's kind of some of the stuff I've seen early on. I think the most common will probably be Terra Water though. Got the Dazzling Gleam, Trick Room, Flash Cannon, just kind of a more standard set with a Life Orb. Once you get those boosts going, you're going to start hitting really, really hard, especially under Trick Room. It's a pretty slow mon, so you outspeed a lot of stuff. Got the Annihilate on this team with the Choice Scarf Final Gambit. Pretty much what this is if you have the opportunity to, you can lead this thing, and you can just go for Final Gambit right away. Eliminate something on the enemy team, kill whatever it is on the enemy team, get rid of a huge threat or a supportive mon on the enemy team. You get a +1 boost from that, and then plus you die as well. So you add like pretty much in the first turn, you get a +2 boost from your Magearna. And then hopefully on that same turn, you set up the Trick Room, and then you proceed to bring the Calyrex in, and then the Magearna at +2 set up, and just kind of sweep the game in 2 turns. That's kind of what the thought process is behind it most of the time. You also have Scarf coaching there as well for the Calyrex and a few other things on this team, so it isn't all like kamikaze, you just kill yourself right on the first turn. That's kind of what it has. A few other things you can do as well, but that's at least one of the more common pairings I've seen, at least early on with Magearna as well, just Final Gambit and Annihilate. Just kind of a really easy strategy to kind of pair with it early on. Whether that stays the same going forward, I don't know, but at least as of now, I think that's one of the more common mons you've been seeing with it. Got the Calyrex on this team with a Terra Water as well, just another double Trick Room setter with a really standard set. Rocky Helmet and Deity prevent the priority type moves on this team as well with the Psychic Terrain. Got the Flame Orb, Guts, Ursa Luna on this team as well, which is pretty interesting. Just under a Trick Room, it hits really hard, and you got this Incineroar with the safety goggles. Terra Bug's kind of interesting. Not sure what Terra Bug is for, if I'm being real. Not 100% sure what Terra Bug on the Incineroar is really for, but apart from that, just a really standard set. Let's hop in some games and see how this team does. Alright, we're here at the game. We're going against a Regulation G team. Opponent has the Amoonguss, Oranguru, Torkoal, Ogerpon Grass, Miraidon, and Solo Dondozo. So this is going to be kind of interesting. What do I want to do here? He also has Trick Room on his team, which is really shitty. I think what I really kind of want to do here, I have terrain control as well for the Miraidon, so I'm not really too worried about it. I like the nickname for this Annihilate, Gerald Way. I think that's a band, actually, Gerald Way. Gerald Way, like an alternative band. And I'm just kind of scared of his own Trick Room, and I haven't set up my own Trick Room. I think what I have to do is I lead Calyrex here. I'm going to try to lead Annihilate, but if worst comes to worst, I just buff the Calyrex. I'm going to bring the Indeedee in the back. So funny enough, I don't think I actually even bring the Magearna to this game. I just don't think, especially him having his own Trick Room, I don't think it really does as much. And he has Dondozo, which with Unaware kind of shuts me down because I can't get my boost. I think I'll bring the Ursaluna here. I think I'll just go roll with this. I think for sure what he brings is probably Miraidon, Dondozo, and then probably his own Trick Room, probably Oranguru, maybe Ogerpon, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if this is actually like, is this Specs Torkoal? I don't know. I kind of want to just Final Gambit right here, actually. I really do. But I think I just go Terra Water. I kind of just go Terra Water here. I could just go for like the high horsepower turn 1 and just hope he doesn't protect. I think I just go Terra Water here and I just Glacial Lance, and then I'm choice Scarf, so I think I'm just gonna go coaching here. I think he might be Specs. I think usually if there's Torkoal alongside the Oranguru, usually they're either Charcoal or they're Specs. Like Eruption or Heat Wave or whatever. Even like Lava Plume some of the time because he probably has Telepathy. There's the Protect, so he's not Specs, but get that free boost. That's huge. If he wants to here, he can set up the Trick Room, but you're going to be catching a +1 Glacial Lance to the face. See if he even eats this. I don't know. That might just straight up one-shot him. I don't know. It almost does. It almost does. Okay, there's the Trick Room. That's fine. I don't really even care if I'm being real, because like at most Torkoals, they don't carry Solar Beam. They don't have room on the set to really carry Solar Beam, especially if they have Protect. Usually they have Earth Power and like either Eruption or Heat Wave. They usually don't have room for Solar Power or for Solar Beam. I kind of want his Glacial Lance again. I think I'm just going to Glacial Lance again and just hope he doesn't have Solar Beam. Terra here. Okay. I don't know, I might be slow enough too to where like I actually underspeed the Oranguru and Trick Room, because I think the Oranguru's 65 speed. There's the Eruption, that's gonna hurt. He's not Specs though, okay. He actually just one-shots the Annihilate, well that's no good. I was gonna say I don't think you underspeed me in Trick Room, so I just get a free KO here, that's fine. Do some solid chip damage. It is what it is. The shitty thing is I don't want the Ursaluna taking a bunch of damage here, unfortunately. I just go into Indeedee here, I guess. Okay, he's gonna go in Miraidon, so I can cleanse his terrain. That's cool. Get rid of that shit. I don't know why you would go into Miraidon here, especially in Trick Room. Because I think no matter what, even if he's like mid-speed, like no matter what under Trick Room, I outspeed him. So I think I just Glacial Lance here again. I could get rid of the Torkoal, but just having the opportunity to kill the Miraidon in one hit is huge here. And I think I can, from this range, him maybe having some reduced damage on Eruption, I should live one. I also have Follow Me here too, which I can just go for. I can also Helping Hand here too, which would be really nice. I genuinely don't think the Miraidon though. Like, I don't think it's underspeeds me here, so I'm gonna Helping Hand instead. Okay, actually, my terrain went first. That's not good. Okay, I get a dodge here. Is this like some really weird slow Miraidon? Okay. Okay, I outspeed him and I just one-shot him. Okay, I made a good play. I was gonna say I don't, because under Trick Room, my terrain, I guess technically, he rage quits. He rage quits on me. We're starting this off with a rage quit, y'all. Oh, that's always a smile. Brings a smile to my face. Man, I don't know what it is with people rage quitting. If you guys don't know, I'm recording this back to the back. Like the first of Arceus video and this one. I think during that one, I think I had like 1 or 2 rage quits as well. I don't know what it is tonight on the ladder, but I'm recording them on the same day, and like everybody tonight is on the ladder. Just everybody just rage quits. I'll take it though. I'll 100% take it. I made the good play there. What I was saying before I rage quitted is because I think I didn't realize it, but under Trick Room, the Indeedee is faster than the Miraidon, so I guess that means he actually gets rid of my terrain under Trick Room. It works differently. I was gonna say like I think I was gonna be like, oh, I don't know how he's gonna be faster than me because his terrain's still on the field, but that's kind of how it worked. Because I forgot under Trick Room the Indeedee's faster, so my terrain goes up first. Whatever. He rage quitted. Who gives a fuck? I'll take the dub. Sore fucking loser like usual. I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we're here at the game. We're going against a Regulation I team. Kyogre, Miraidon. I'm assuming probably Electric Seed, Sneasler. Iron Hands. Electric Terrain boosted, Iron Crown, and then Urshifu. I really want Indeedee here so that way I can get rid of his terrain. So I think that's kind of a no-brainer. I think one of the other really good things about Magearna is like I completely wall the shit out of Sneasler. And even like Iron Hands to an extent, because Iron Hands I don't think can one-shot me at all with like anything. That's kind of cool. The only issue is like I gotta try to get my Trick Room up somehow. I don't know how I can do that here. I guess unless I lead like Calyrex Magearna. I guess, maybe. I can try to lead the Annihilate too, I guess. Let's try to one-shot something right away. I guess that's what I can do. I'm gonna lead Magearna, Annihilate, Calyrex, and then bring the Indeedee. I think that's what I roll with here. If you guys enjoying the Regulation J content so far, leave a like, subscribe, I really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. Glad to be able to actually record some stuff that actually feels fresh for you guys again after the slog that Regulation I was. Gosh, was I fucking bored of Regulation I. At least this is right now, it's kind of brand new and kind of fresh again, so at least for now I'm back to recording for you guys and actually motivated to record. Make teams, maybe make some teams. Ask me from a month from now, I probably say the opposite. At least as of right now, that's kind of what it is. So these Iron Crown Sneasler. I mean, this ain't too bad. This ain't too bad for me. I guess I can go Terra Water here, but I just Trick Room. I just Trick Room, and then I just try to Final Gambit right away here onto the Sneasler. He kicks me out, whatever. See if he's Sash. If he Sashes, is really bad. He is. He is Sash. Of course he is. Of course he's Sash Sneasler. for Psychic, that does nothing. Fortunately, I don't get the Trick Room up, which really sucks. So now I gotta go into the Calyrex here. I think I actually gotta Terra the Calyrex, otherwise I get wrecked. I think I'm just gonna go for the Dazzling Gleam here, and then I'm gonna try to set up Trick Room. What on his team would really want Trick Room? I guess if he has Iron Hands in the back, it could be a bit of an issue, but I think it is Trick Room here. Does he have anything that really one-shots me? I don't think he does. I don't think Iron Crown one-shots me. I'm not gonna Terra. Oh, he taunts. He thinks I'm gonna go for Trick Room. Ooh, he made a bad play though. That was the wrong mon to go for. Okay, that actually does a lot more than I thought it was going to. I maybe should have went for Terra there, actually. I didn't think he was gonna do that much. Another +1 boost here though. If I can get this Trick Room up, I'm in a really good spot. I'm at +2 now. I'm doing a really good job getting rid of this shit. As long as his last mon is not Iron Hands. I think his last mon's probably Miraidon. He has Kyogre. That's fine too, I guess. I'm not really too worried about Kyogre. What do I do here? I think I just Dazzling Gleam, that way he can't Water Spout me. I'm gonna Terra Water here, which I should have did last turn. I should have probably went for Terra Water this last turn. I don't know which one's faster, if the Magearna is faster or if the Calyrex is faster, actually. What are my stats? This thing is 63 speed. Okay, the Calyrex is faster. So if I can get an extra boost here off the Iron Crown, have that die, I think that'd be huge here. So I'm going to go Terra Water and I'm going to high horsepower with Iron Crown. I think from that range it probably kills. So if I can get the Magearna to +3, a +3 Dazzling Gleam will do a fuck ton of damage. Terra Steel, okay. It's not what I wanted to see, that's kind of bad. I'll get rid of Iron Crowns, that's fine though. I think the only other like major downside to Magearna is you kind of do get walled by Steel types. That's the only major problem. +3 Dazzling Gleam doesn't do that much. Yes, Thunder. He actually predicts me to go for Terra Water too, and then Thunders me, so. I think the only good thing is I get another boost, so now I'm at +4. Okay, I've got Follow Me on this, so at the very least here, we'll see if he has Miraidon in the back. I kind of actually wish he had Iron Hands or whatever else he had, because I think Miraidon or Trick Room is going to get rid of my terrain here, which sucks. That's bad, because now he gets his boost. I don't know. I think I just go, we'll see if he specs. If he specs, he attacks me here, but I gotta just go for the Dazzling Gleam and just hope he can't do shit to me. And I Follow Me here and just hope he doesn't have Origin Pulse or he misses. It's gonna be one of those games where I kind of got fucked at the start because if he wasn't Sash Sneasler, it would have been all according to plan. I think I would have ran away with the game if he wasn't Sash Sneasler. I get rid of the Miraidon in one hit though, so that's huge. I still might lose here though. If he has Origin Pulse, I still probably lose. He might be locked into Thunder. I don't know. Is he? He might be. I don't know if he's Scarfed. He might be Scarfed. You think he would go for Origin Pulse there? That makes me think he's choiced. Which is stronger? I'll go for Flash Cannon because I can get that chance to lower stats. I'm at +5, so like +5 Flash Cannon, it'll do a shit ton of damage. We might still be able to pull this one back. Okay, he barely lives. The Spadef drop. I think as long as the ND is alive here, I should still be able to win. I have one turn of Trick Room left. I think he's choice Scarf Kyogre. I think that's what this is. Oh, that's bad. If I didn't have Trick Room, I would have lost. That's kind of bad. Damn, what are the odds, y'all? I was gonna say, I think we maybe would have lost the game because he had the Sash Sneasler. If we would have got rid of the Sneasler on turn 1 right away, we would kind of ran with the with the game a lot easier, but him being Scarfed Kyogre there saved us. If he was not Scarfed Kyogre and if he had Origin Pulse, and he went for that instead, or if he locked himself into Origin Pulse instead, I think we probably would have lost. That's how close that game was. Magearna just showing you there, though, like how it slowly just snowballs out of control. Like, if you don't deal with it or have like anything to deal with it fast enough, it just keeps on boosting and boosting as the game goes on. It really snowballs really fast out of control. Because every time something dies, it gets a boost. And like you combine that with Trick Room, now you're the fastest thing on the field a lot of the time. You just do so much damage really fast, so kind of a good showcase for that at least. I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we're here with one more game. We're actually going against a Regulation F team. I don't know if there's a Regulation H, because I'm pretty sure Chiyu's banned in Regulation H, so this is like a Regulation F team. Chiyu, Rillaboom, Umbreon, Metagross, pretty interesting. Haven't seen Metagross in forever. Tinkaton, and then Dragonite. One has like two Steel types. Okay, 2 Dark types. I want to bring here. He does have Chiyu for the Magearna, which is a bit of an issue. Gotta kind of look out for that as well. Scarf Annihilate here doesn't look too bad though. Okay, Scarf Annihilate looks really good into his team. I think I'm gonna leave with Scarf Annihilate here. Looks really nice. Calyrex also looks really nice here too. I think I leave Calyrex Annihilate if I need to. I can go for coaching stuff, depending what he leads with. I'll bring the Magearna in the back. What else do I want to bring here? I think Incineroar is my last mon. I don't know, apart from the people that just keep fucking rage quitting on me, like the ladder is actually pretty diverse, at least tonight. Over like the last like 3 hours I've been recording for you guys. A lot of like Regulation F, Regulation H teams, then you have a bunch of people playing Regulation J teams, experimenting with those. And then you get your Regulation I and G teams in there too. A lot of different teams and stuff being played on the casual ladder, which is kind of cool. What do I want to do here? I'm kind of scared of the Umbreon, if I'm being real with you guys. I kind of am. It's mainly for foul play. I don't want to deal with foul play. I think I just close combat the Umbreon to the face and I just get rid of it. I do not want to deal with foul play. I just protect here and hopefully it one-shots. Okay, it doesn't one-shot him, but it does a shit ton of damage. Dragon Claw just takes me down on turn 1. I guess I had my defense lowered, that's probably why I died. There's the foul play, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with foul play, that's kind of why I wanted to get rid of it right away, but... I think I go into Incineroar now. He might be Inner Focus Umbreon, actually, so... If he's Inner Focus Umbreon, that's going to kind of suck, but I do get the Intimidate off here. He's not Inner Focus Dragonite for some reason, he's Multi-Scale. That makes me think he's actually, like, Weakness Policy, actually. That could be kind of scary. I don't know. I'm gonna fake out the Umbreon. Hopefully he's not Inner Focus. Glacial Lance here. I could also go Trick Room. I think I Trick Room, actually. Like, that's because I have Magearna in the back. Okay, he's gonna withdraw. That's fine. What's coming in here? Tinkaton? Chiyu. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's a bit of a threat, actually. I can do some decent damage to it, though, with Gaze Protect, so I get free Trick Room up then. I'm all for getting free Trick Room up. That's fine. I got Terra Water on the Calyrex, so I don't really care. I think I still just go for a Glacial Lance, though. That way I get the +1 boost. I think I just knock off here. I get rid of his item. Terra Water, Glacial Lance. I swear, if he's like Terra Grass, Terra Blast, Chi when he predicts me, I'm gonna be so pissed. Sash. I mean, I'll give him credit though, like, helping hand because he knows he gets the burn. He gets the burn, the 10% chance to burn. You gotta be fucking kidding me. 10% chance and he fucking gets it. Son of a bitch. And here I thought I had this game on lock. Look, it's gonna come down to the Magearna probably having to come in and try to clean up the game, I think. I don't know. I think I'm gonna parting shot here. I'm gonna parting shot, and I'm gonna go for Glacial Lance. Actually, I can go for high horsepower here. I don't know if being burned if Glacial Lance is enough to get rid of the Chiyu. If I'm being real, I need the Chiyu gone for the Magearna. So he's gonna Terra. He might be Terra normal Dragonite. Yeah, he is. That's fine. I don't really care. Could be banned. Okay, he goes for Protect. That's not good. Could be banned to Dragonite, I guess. See how much damage it does. Because he did switch out after he went for Dragon. That looks like it's banded, actually. That looks like banded damage. I don't think with a parting shot, I don't think that's going to be enough. I think I'm probably dead on this next turn with burn damage. I think the main good thing here is if he does kill the Calyrex, I get a +1 boost. And I think with +1, I should kill the Chiyu from this range. So it's not too bad, actually. I don't think it pays switching the Calyrex out into the Incineroar at all. Unfortunately, I think I just go for damage. +1 boost. I think this is going to come down to the Chiyu later in the game. I need to try to keep the Incineroar alive so it can deal with the Chiyu. Holy fuck, that does so much damage. It's only a +1 and almost one-shots the Rillaboom. I don't think that's Assault Vest because that did too much damage. The Intimidate off here, that's huge. I think he's banded Dragonite. He's just, for some reason, he's not inner focus. He's actually multi-scale Dragonite for some reason. I have one turn of Trick Room left. I think it is Dazzling Gleam. I just go for Dazzling Gleam again. And I just fake out here onto the Dragonite. Yeah. He doesn't even fake out with Rillaboom. Oh my gosh, my opponent misplayed. He should have went for fake out. I thought he was gonna fake out the Magearna to stall my Trick Room out. He misplayed big time. Holy shit. I don't think there's any way he kills the Incineroar from this range. Goes for Heat Wave. I get a dodge, so that's I even live. I even live because he's not specs or anything, so he's lacking damage. I think my opponent misplayed big time. I thought what he was going to do in that last turn, he's going to fake out the Magearna and stall my Trick Room out. I don't know why he didn't go for fake out. Unless he never had it for some dumb reason, but if you're running Rillaboom, you usually, like 100% usually have fake out. Every set usually does, so I don't know. I think at that point in the game anyways, like even if he did go for that, it would have been Incineroar versus Rillaboom and Chi-Yu. The Chi-Yu wouldn't really be able to do much versus me anyways. I can go for Flare Blitz on the Rillaboom, take it out. And then judging from how much health I probably had left, it would be 1v1 versus the Chi-Yu, which I would win with Flare Blitz probably, so. I don't know how much it really mattered. I think at that point in the game I probably still won anyways. How it went. And it comes down if he lands all his moves, lands the Heat Waves and shit anyways, but whatever. Kind of really weird he got the 10% clutch burn there, though. What are the odds of that? Not very high. Let's talk a little bit more about this team. Alright, as for this team, I think Magearna overall is probably the second best mythical that you're probably going to be seeing. At least early on in Regulation J, like the early time before it goes into the game. I think after it drops in September, you're going to see probably Arceus and Magearna as like the top two mythical restricted that people are going to be using. It pairs really good on Trick Room. I think that's the main thing people are probably going to use it for, mainly alongside Calyrex Ice, and there's a few other like niche Trick Room teams you can probably pair it on. I know it's also decent on like Lunala Trick Room teams and that type of thing with like more of your like Psy-Spam variants and that type of stuff, but I've seen a few different types of like Trick Room variants I've seen people using it on already, so I think the main downside to the Magearna is it's just overall really slow, and like you're kind of forced to use it under Trick Room if you really want to do a lot with it, or like try to build a team around it where you can like boost it really fast and then have it do a bunch of damage to where as long as you're trading for like 2 or 3 for 1, you're getting value out of it even if you don't have Trick Room, because once you get like 1 or 2 boosts with this thing, it just starts running away with the game, and like if your opponent doesn't deal with it fast enough, it can snowball out of control. It always is a threat, depending on how long the game goes and what happens. So, your opponent always has to be really wary of trying to attack the Magearna and get it off the field as quick as possible, or have like some way to kind of deal with it or negate it so it doesn't get boosted or start taking a bunch of damage or that type of stuff. So, I don't know. Apart from that though, really solid Mon. I think it's really good, but I don't think it's like game-breaking good. I think there is a decent amount of checks to it in the game, like being that you're only going to really see it on Trick Room most of the time anyways. I think that's kind of one of the main things that kind of does hold it back, but on the Trick Room teams though, it is incredibly good. I think on a lot of your Trick Room teams, especially your Calyrex Ice teams and 1 or 2 other ones, like that are your main Trick Room variants, you will be seeing it on a lot of those teams going forward. It's just that good. Soul Heart's just such a broken ability. Anything that dies on the field giving a +1 boost to you, including your allies, it's just so fucking busted, and it just runs away with the game so quickly. It really does, and with how much damage this thing's doing, it has an incredibly good typing, and it has Terra to negate any of the weaknesses it has anyways. So a lot of the common stuff that it would normally be able to deal with it, which are usually a lot of the common ground types or like fire types and that type of shit, you just Terra Water and you negate a lot of that shit anyways, and you have enough bulk to where usually you can at the very least eat like 1 or 2 neutral hits anyways most of the time and survive, and probably 1 or 2 shot whatever it is back once you start getting rolling with some boost. So really brain dead broken Mon, but I do think it takes a little bit more team building, unlike Arceus, where you can kind of just throw it on a team and just try to throw like a really bulky variant of Arceus onto a team, and usually most of the time it's going to do something. It's kind of one of those brain-dead button-clicky mons. I think Magearna takes a little bit more skill to use and a little bit more of like a team to build around it, but still really brain-dead and broken. Soul Heart, like I said, just the main thing that kind of carries this mon. I think if this mon did not have Soul Heart, it would not be nearly as good. Just such a broken ability, it really is. There's a reason why it got banned and like a bunch of other shit too, and nobody wanted to use even like a lot of your independent tournaments that really don't go by like the official rules that did sometimes allow mythicals or like certain mons to be used. That's why that shit was banned too. So apart from that, if you guys want to use this team, rental down below, or rental in the corner, paste down below. If you guys want to use this team, overall really fun team. I had fun using this team. I think it's a really good team, but as long as you get your trick room up and you can play it really well, otherwise you kind of do get overwhelmed at times, but no major complaints for this team. Only thing I did not bring at all was the Ursa Luna, but I think it's because I never had really any good matchups to where I think it would put in work, so I think that's just mainly the matchmaking tonight, so. Not saying it's bad, I think it just had some iffy matches to where I didn't really need to bring it at all, or I couldn't bring it, or it got wrecked, so. Apart from that, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Got a bunch more Regulation J content along with Pokemon stuff on the way going forward. You guys not want to miss. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.